backing me up.
I was gonna go put it on my windshield.
All right, it's 6:43 and the race starts at 6:45 and the girls just ran up to the start line. So they are cutting it a little close. And they didn't really seem nervous at all.
Come on, we gotta go. Where are we going? 3, 2, 1, ignition!
So, got my coffee, and now I'm just waiting. I did not bring my bike. I don't know why. I didn't even think to bring it. That would have been really cool. Then I could have seen him a bunch of times on the course. And this view right here is why I love coming to the beach. Danielle! Woo-hoo! You're good? Yay! You look awesome! You got this! Good job, Hannah! Looking strong, girl! You got this! Woo! Good job, you got this. 3:59:59, you got it. Killing it. Almost there now, you got this. Finish strong, you got it. Woo-hoo! Good job, girl. You're gonna do it! Your first marathon! You're almost there! Stay, Hannah! You got it! Woo! No one talks about the hazards of cheering. There's blood all over the bell. They've been hanging it like this for so long. You look awesome! Hey guys, it's Katie, and I have wrapped up my 5th week of Boston Marathon training, and I am going to work a little bit backwards this week, and I'm going to start with the highlight of the week, which was actually on Saturday, and that was getting to go to Oak Island and cheer on 3 of my really good friends who were all doing the Oak Island Marathon. This was a really special time. Got to go and have a girls' weekend at the beach, and it was really fun to just get to be a spectator at the race. And so if you've ever been to Oak Island, it's one of my favorite places. It's an amazing beach because it's very residential. There's no high rises. There's not really hardly any hotels. So we rented a house, and Saturday morning, the morning of the race, my friends Lexsa and Danielle, who were running, we got in our cars and headed over to the park. And while Oak Island is very small, it was a little bit congested, and so we were sitting in traffic, had a little bit of a trouble finding parking, and ended up, the race started at 6:45 and we were parking, I believe it was at 6:42. I would have been freaking out, but they were both very calm and were okay with not doing a warm-up. And they parked and literally ran to the start of the race. So I don't really have a whole lot of footage of the start of the race because they jumped right in time and got started. And another friend, Hannah, was also running as well. So I got to cheer on all three of them. And since Oak Island is pretty small, it was easy to drive around. And so I was able to see them several spots. It was just really special to be able to cheer them on. Hannah, it was her first marathon, so it was really special to be there and just kind of remember all the feelings and emotions that you have when it is your first marathon. So that was really special getting to be there and cheer them on. And then afterwards, another friend who was also there to cheer on the girls, Malia, and I were able to do a long run together that afternoon, which was also really special. I love getting to run at the beach. It's just so beautiful. And then getting to do that together was just really special. I had an 18-mile run at about a 7:50 pace, and she was on board for that, and it was just a good time being able to talk and enjoy the sights of the ocean and the intercoastal, and we always just have a lot to talk about. So I'm going to work backwards now and just briefly talk about my training in week 5. The week started off on Monday back at the track. I was doing 400s. I had 12 of them, and the goal was to do those in 126. It was also rainy and dark. I was there, fortunately, with one other friend, and this friend, Max, loves the track, and I do not love the track, so I appreciate his enthusiasm and encouragement. We did 6 of them, took a break in between the set, and then another 6. There were 30 seconds between each 400, and then there was 2 minutes and 30 seconds between the 2 sets. So all in all, it was 12 400s. Goal was 126. I believe I hit that on 4 of them. The other ones were fairly close. 129, 130, I think I got up to on some of them. But all in all, I gave it my all, and that was what I can do, and I'm just gonna keep working on those track workouts. If you've seen me in the other videos, I've said, like, the track is my hardest thing, but I know it's important. I don't love it, but I know it's important, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So Tuesday, I had another cross training session. As I mentioned before, I'm doing the Run Less, Run Faster plan, where you only do 3 run workouts a week, 1 track, 1 tempo, and 1 long run, and then you cross train 2 or 3 times a week. So Tuesday, I did a bike workout. It was a 1-hour bike workout. Wednesday, I was going to do my tempo run, but my legs just were not ready. They had not recovered, and I decided I was just gonna do an easy run on Wednesday, so I just did an easy 5. Then on Thursday, I did a swim. I've mentioned before, I just like to do 1 swim a week. I'm not a great swimmer, but I just feel like it resets my body and it's really good cross training. I also did a quick strength training after my swim. I mentioned before I do body pump on Tuesday. Usually that's an hour-long strength training, and then after my swim on Thursdays, I just do a really quick one. As I'm getting older, I'm learning about the importance of that. So I also did my strength training. Then on Thursday afternoon, I had a tempo run. I got to do this one at the park, which was really fun. There's a park not that far from our house that has a 1-mile paved loop, and it goes around a lake, and it does have some ups and downs. It has some elevation. It's just really pretty. It was a beautiful day. So it was a 2-mile warm-up, and then 3 miles at short tempo. And my short tempo is 6:40, so 6:40 pace. And then I did a mile easy as a cool down. As I started off, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to hit the splits on this or not, and I actually was really surprised. My first one, my watch kept beeping. I have the target set on my Garmin to kind of have a range of about like 10 seconds. I think I set it from like 6:35 to 6:45, knowing I wanted to be right around 6:40. But when you have a lot of elevation change, it'll beep to go, you need to go faster, you need to go slower, and it's hard when you're going up, you're gonna go slower, when you're going down, you go faster. And so I just kind of hoped that it would average out. And so when I hit mile 1, it said I was going way too fast. So I tried to back off a little bit. Again, the second one was also too fast. And then the third one, I was sort of close. But all in all, I'm thankful that I was able to hit the targets on that, because those short tempo ones are a lot harder for me. I prefer the longer. I'm more of an endurance runner. So grateful that I was able to hit those targets. It was a beautiful day and just loved getting to be outside, be in God's creation. And then on Friday, I did another 1 hour workout on the bike, on the trainer, in the garage, before heading out to Oak Island. And as I mentioned in the beginning, that was the highlight of the week, was driving to the beach, getting to cheer on friends and just encourage each other. Some of those friends who were doing the race are coming to Boston to cheer on some of us who are running Boston in April. So it's just really neat how we have built those relationships through running and are able to be there for each other and encourage each other in all of our adventures. So if you have enjoyed hearing this and want to continue to follow along and see how the Boston Marathon training is going, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will check back in next week with another update. Next week is also another travel week. We are headed to Greenville, South Carolina to do the Greenville Half Marathon. So I will have an update on how that goes next week. So come on back and check for that. See you next time.